What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So YouTube is making some upgrades and some updates, and it leaves me with some channel announcements, some things that I kind of want to discuss, and I figured this is the perfect video, the perfect segue to it. Now, for YouTube, they're updating their platform on the mobile site. I think it's done for Android, and the iOS update should be coming soon. It'll have some new features, make it more accessible to reach people's channel. There's also a push notification where the channels that you like, not just my channel, but if there's a channel you like, you'll be able to hit a button and receive automatic updates. So when that update is available on your cell phone, if you want to get the latest in boxing news or my videos and post-fight talks and different things and get push notifications, you can set that up. Another change, this is a big one. With YouTube, they're splitting from Google+. So they want Google+ to be its own standalone entity, just like Facebook is Facebook and Twitter is Twitter, Instagram is Instagram. Even though it's ran by the same company, Google owns YouTube, they want to establish Google+ as its own individual entity, even though it was connected and merged. That's what they're saying publicly. That's what their mission statement is, if you will. Me personally, I think it's a great thing, and I think they were getting a lot of horrendous reviews because ever since they merged the two, YouTube has gotten weird, and then people obviously like YouTube and certain channels, so we just dealt with it, right? And that's what it was. But I think they got bad feedback, and the pulse of the community, people didn't like it. Just weird things like if you're on a YouTube video, and this is kind of going to segue into my channel announcements, but if you're on a YouTube video and then you couldn't leave comments to certain people, or you would respond to somebody and then there's no reply button, or you would reply but it's replying to Google Plus instead of replying to YouTube, it's just all more confusing than it needed to be. The old school YouTube, it was straight YouTube. There was no Google Plus. There was no nothing else. It was, if I'm on a YouTube channel and watching a YouTube video, I leave YouTube comments. But now you'll see like indented comments that say plus Google and all kinds of stuff. They're taking away all of that, and it's going to be its own separate platform, which is great news to me. Because now let's talk about some of the channel announcements, right? The Sheriff is back. Ego, Boxing Ego, Ego Veli. You can even call me Frank Castle because I'm the Punisher. Now, as far as the channel, I'm gonna put it out here like this. You guys can take it for what it's worth. I appreciate all the love and support. I get a lot of great comments and a lot of people who are involved in this boxing thing. But my mission, my goal is to advocate, inform, educate, and talk about boxing. So the Sheriff's back. We got to establish some ground rules on YouTube. Now, this is not going to affect a lot of people, but if it does affect you, heed, take warning. Now, there's a lot of people, and I thought this would be dead, and a lot of people got exterminated after Mayweather-Pacquiao because we finally got a conclusion. Thank God. So a lot of the dumb shit just dissolved because a lot of those people weren't really even boxing fans. And I'm not talking about Pacquiao fans or Mayweather fans exclusively. I'm saying a lot of people who were focused on that fight in general. They weren't real diehard Floyd Mayweather fans. Like, they can't tell you all of Floyd's fights and who he fought, and don't know who Emmanuel Augustus is. Same thing with some of the Pacquiao fans. They were diehard Pacquiao supporters, not necessarily boxing fans. So that's over and done with, and a lot of these people disappeared. A lot, even YouTube boxing channels. A lot of YouTube boxing channels that were making videos, you don't really even see them. So that's good, that's done. But there's still some people lingering. You're lingering. There's some people lingering on YouTube. And I'm gonna tell you, as far as my channel, this is my house, and I want to establish some Fight Club rules. I want you to hit me as hard as you can. So let Ego Durden take you through some Fight Club rules. With Google Plus being separated from YouTube, if people leave these outlandish, because what I noticed people would do is when Google Plus and YouTube were effect, and I don't know when this exactly goes into effect, but I'm talking about when they make the change. People on Google Plus, there's an option where people can't reply to what you say. So what they would do is some of the idiotic fans would leave these crazy comments and nobody could rebuttal or respond to the foolishness they say. So once they make this switch, if you do that, you're getting blocked, because that's not right that people can do these these hit and runs and these drive-bys and just like you know what I'm saying, leave these crazy comments like Mexicans, blacks, Jews, and then just and that's it. Nobody can respond. Nobody can say something or like you're a bitch, and that's it. We just got to live with that. Nobody can reply to you. None of that. Another thing, don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you enjoy what I do, then cool. And I'm not talking about people who disagree with me. If you disagree with me, that's fine. You can disagree all you want. But the stalkers, the people that constantly hit me up on all platforms talking shit to me, don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you want to be a part of this boxing community, I don't care what you do on other channels or whatever. If you want to be a part of my boxing community, I'm not saying you can't disagree with me. That's fine. But if you don't want to have an educated conversation, and this is the thing, I'm a busy guy, but I still see patterns. I still see people who frequently, and they make themselves so obvious. They'll leave 8 to 12 comments on the same video and going in on everybody. And I see them on other video. I'll be on Showtime or HBO Boxing. They're there, you leaving the same kind of rhetoric. I'm telling you, leave me out of that. All that stuff that y'all do, leave me out of it. Because if you start trying to go at me, you start trying to throw rocks at the throne, I don't have time. And some people, oh, you're affected by it. I'm not affected by it because half the time I don't even get to read all my comments. And sometimes I see this crazy shit and I just be drinking at Starbucks and I go on to do whatever I was doing anyway. So it's not that I'm affected by it. I don't have time for it. This is a brand. This is a business. This is boxing. If you're not here to talk boxing and you can't talk with no type of sense, and then you try to involve me in it, I don't have time to babysit. So straight up, you're getting punted, you're getting blocked. If you don't care, then that's cool. If you're feeling froggish, leap. You know what I'm saying? And I'll leave it at that. So ultimately, what I'm trying to do here is establish a core basic. I don't care what fighters you like. I don't care about none of that. But this is for boxing fans. If you're a boxing fan, you love boxing, you want to be involved in boxing, that's cool. But we're getting to the point where there's some radicals still, even after Mayweather Pacquiao. A lot of them died out, but there's still some radicals, right? And you can't have no type of conversation with them. They have a history. Like I see it. You go when I go to block people, I see their activity, and then on everybody's video, they're just talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a habitual shit talker, you're just talking crazy, especially to me, you're gone. You're ghost. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a friendly debate with people, I'm not going to censor people like that and make it where you guys can't go in and attack. But like I said, don't bite the hand that feeds you. And ultimately, the goal is boxing. Like some people, they want to just talk about dicks. Like, oh, you suck a dick. Like some of y'all talk about dicks more than known gays. Like I've never seen Elton John playing the piano with the dangly earring. Like a candle in the wind, the dick is on my skin. Oh, like y'all talk about that stuff. You guys know who you are, the habitual people. Other than that, let's have some fun with boxing. The debates, if people argue, that's all good. I don't have a problem with that. But like I said, leave me alone. Leave me out of that. And I'm interested in the YouTube upgrades. Hopefully, I got some announcements that I'm going to make shortly too beyond that, and it should be good. Ultimately, what I'm trying to do is like I don't really. My business model is not the same as other people. I don't know what other people are doing with their channel, but I have a goal, I have a mission, and I want to bring entertainment to boxing and put the spotlight back on this beautiful sport. So that's really my goal, and you guys have been very supportive. Thank you to all the people that have donated. A lot of people have sent in little donations. Anything helps, big or small, because I'm actually, when I get donation money, I don't spend any of it, because I'm saving it, because I have some projects that are already in motion in my mind, and I want to use that to fund those projects. So there's different ways to support. You can support on PayPal. There's a link on my channel. You can go to like channel about something like that. You'll see a PayPal link. There's also a blue button that says support, and you can support on YouTube. But just know your hard-earned money, if anything you guys donate, I appreciate, and it's going to a good use, and it's going towards boxing and helping me fulfill and keep different things pumping. I got a lot of crazy ideas, a lot of things that I want to do and give back to the world of boxing, because again, you guys have been great. So this is a video where I kind of talk about different things. I want to say thank you. I want to say all the lunatics out there, your time is coming. The Punisher is back, Frank Castle. And then, like I said, let me know, The other thing is, last thing I'll leave on this note is, let me know what you guys want to see. If there's like some improvements, or if there's something you want to see on the channel, or something I've done in the past that I don't do anymore, or something that I currently do or have done in the past that you would like to see me do more often, or what's working, what's not working. Leave me all those types of things, constructive criticism, and let's keep this thing moving. Let's keep this boxing sport growing, because there's a lot of people out here, and I don't know what their goal is. I don't know their backgrounds and stuff, and I don't really care. But they claim to be boxing media, boxing journalists, but they're more detrimental to the growth of the sport, because they always condemn certain fighters, or they have their favorites and stuff. I'm not here for that. I've been objective about pretty much every fighter that's out there, despite what people have said. You can look at my old videos. You're not going to get that with a lot of people. A lot of people, you could tell who their favorites are, and there's never any point in time where they've said anything bad about them. I can point out videos about anybody, any fighter, where I've had constructive criticisms about them, where I've picked against them in a fight prediction. I don't just pick with my heart and emotion, and that's what I'm trying to get it back to, where people talk boxing like they used to talk about boxing. You can go to a barber shop and everybody was informed when it came to boxing. It wasn't just like, oh, you think Muhammad Ali would beat Tyson? Eat a dick. You're a dick rider. You're sucking Tyson. Like that stuff is funny, but it's retarded and it's stupid. And I want to get it back to the point where, whether you're a Triple G fan, a Ward fan, whoever you're a fan of, you can at least intelligently argue why Triple G would beat this guy, or why Ward would beat this guy, and like, you know, the history of the sport. Let's grow the sport instead of hurt the sport, because you even have people nowadays saying, oh, UFC's taking over and stuff like that. I have no problem with the UFC, but boxing is my first love, and I don't want to see it, you know what I mean? I want to see it around for quite some years. That's all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think. Give me those suggestions that you have. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.